All right, man. So let's talk. So I seen this interesting article, and I needed something to speak on. Um, so Fundora is saying on boxing.com, and I love the new website they got. It's done, but percolating. He said something interesting, and he says that the rematch with him and Tim Aussie down up under Tszyu is actually, in his opinion, bigger than Barrios and Manny Pacquiao. So, if you didn't see my video, they were talking about how much the tickets were, and I'm going to talk about that, in a second towards the end of this video. So the tickets are very expensive for this particular fight. And, a lot of people, I don't really hear a buzz, but then again, I don't hear a buzz about a lot of fights other than Crawford and Canelo doing 1,000 press tours. I don't hear a buzz about a lot of this stuff that's going on, right? And boxing it don't really have no feeling to it right now. Like it's just like I said, I mean, you can go across the land. I mean, NHL just had a great Stanley Cup Finals. The NBA draft had finals in the NBA, and they had the NBA draft, and nobody gave two damns in a what about it. So yeah, man, like right now, sports is on hospice. A lot of sports, the NFL is starting to itch to come around, but I really don't even see the restlessness with the NFL anymore. So I'm gonna just continue to say it's not just a boxing thing. It's not a boxing thing. A lot of these sports, from an American standpoint of view, a lot of it is getting minimized. Even though, Barrios and Pacquiao, it's a fight that, who really cares about it, honestly? I really don't care about the Fundora and Tszyu rematch because it's pointless. I feel like Fundora should have fought Xander's ass, Mexican versus Puerto Rico. That's what I was believing that should have actually happened. Like, Fundora just don't have a fan base. Let's just say it, Fundora doesn't have a fan base. That's it. In the first fight, it was turning out like he's about to get knocked out, and we could have lived without it. Tim Tszyu, fought Joey Spencer, and it's like, okay, like, you back now? Like, come on now. Whatever. Mazzaglia sent his wig to the upper room. He said, Manny Pacquiao, Fundora, told boxing, but he said, I'm here to focus on my fight. I think my fight's a big fight. I think my fight, the bigger fight on the card, but it's nice to see Pacquiao back in the ring. He said, asked why he was facing Tim Tszyu rather than Zayas. Fundora explained. He said, asked if he felt being overshadowed. Fundora said, of course not. What he doesn't do nothing for me. I think whatever. When asked, why is he fighting Tszyu over Zayas, he said, I don't sit at the table with the promoters, the big shots, all these guys. I don't make the decisions. They tell me, hey, you're going to face this guy next, and I'm telling them, okay. And that's the thing about it. I respect him saying that, he really don't, he really does his, he really does his own, he really, doing, what he wanted, he not doing what he really want to do. But like I said before, I was listening to, brother Roy Jones, and I think it was him it was Bernard and Andre Ward interview he did, and they were saying that how the business people don't want you at the table, and they say just worry about fighting. Like, the dumbest thing you can do, even if you have an idea and somebody run the business, and you run the business side of it, you're gonna end up like Bob Ross. Go look up that story with Bob Ross. That's how you're gonna end up. You must know the business side of things because these white collar people will fuck you. You must audit them. You must learn how the business work. And Fundora just being the guy, they say, oh, I just do what they tell me. That's a bad thing to do, dog. That's a bad thing to do. That's a bad thing to do. You need to know what's going on. So it's basically like, oh, I'm not ducking. I just do what they okay. The decisions that they made for you, brother, you passed up an opportunity to have a connection with Turki Al-Sheikh and fight Terrence Crawford. They're doing what's in the best interest of their feelings. They're operating like a woman over there. And what you should be operating, they should be operating is what's in your best financial interest, not what's in their best interest. They should be doing what's best for Sebastian Fundora, but he's too dumb to realize that they fucking him and he gonna lose a lot of money. It's a lot of money going out the door that he deserved to know about, and they fucking you. They skimming a lot of money out your pockets. You don't even know it, brother. You need to be at that table. You need to know what's going on. You need to know where every penny going to. They ain't did nothing for your career, bro. Yeah, you got a title. They passed up on lucrative fights with you, dog. I mean, it's just with all the information that's out there in 2025, you know what I'm saying? People still getting ripped off, which is bananas. These people still getting ripped off. These people still getting ripped off. That is bananas. They are still getting ripped off. You better know where every dollar is going. And I guarantee you they fucking them. I guarantee you that. They tearing that wallet out the motherfucking frame. Asked why was he okay? He said Fundora also paying tribute. I don't really care. To his longtime match Samson, who's been behind the man, motherfucker Samson, fucking you raw with no Vaseline. So, Fundora believes rematch with Tszyu is bigger than the Barrios and Pacquiao match that has drawn plenty of criticism, given Pacquiao's old age. So, at the end of the day, I ain't mad at it. But the whole thing, I just fight who they tell me to fight, and I hate that shit. You just as guilty. If you know some fuck shit going on and you ain't doing nothing about the fuck shit that's going on, you just as guilty. It's like all these people in this Diddy case, they know exactly what was going on in that Diddy case. They knew exactly what was going on. That's a fucking fact. They knew exactly what was going on. Shouldn't they be guilty too? But so be it, bro. Like, I don't care for neither one of the fights. I can live without seeing that rematch right now. I feel like, excuse me. I feel like Tszyu should have fought somebody else. He should have got another fight in there, a respectable opponent. If I go down the rankings, even the Conor Ben fight would have been more respectable than Joey Spencer. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe Jesus Ramos was a little bit too dangerous. Maybe him and even, Xander Zayas should have fought for the WBC belt, So maybe they should have fought for the WBC belt. So, but nonetheless, he feel the way he feel. I don't really care for neither one of the fights, honestly. They can keep both of that. They can keep both of them. They can legit keep both of them. So, Fundora is just not a guy that people care about seeing fight. Like, he just don't sell tickets. So it don't matter. I guess, for them, whatever. Like, I don't really care. These jokers fight or don't fight. They ain't like none of these hoe ass niggas trying to unify the division anyway. So who cares? They did all this picture taking with Xander's AI. I'm so tired of PBC. So this the tickets. You got, from 500 sitting in this angle nosebleed up here. To get in the building is 500 to sit at the angle. It's 500. A bunch of resale tickets in there. Come on. Back here to sit in the back, 500, 500. Sit a little closer, 700. 864 to sit in the middle and the nosebleed. Like, who paying this? You go down a little bit. Bump, bump, bump. Just getting the lower bowl at 1,800. The minimum is 1,300 to get in the lower bowl. You have more resale tickets, $2,000. Why would I buy the resale when I can just get the standard ticket? $1,880 with a 320. That's plus the 325 convenience fee, resort fee, all that. You know what I'm saying? Look at this shit, man. This is an abomination. A bunch of resale tickets. 1,800, 1,800, 1,900. Fuck it, call it for what it is. Most of that is $350 of that is a convenience fee. 2,100, $400 convenience fee. Just, man, nigga, fuck boxing. Fuck boxing. Fuck, I'm paying all this. Like, man, come on, resale. Like, come on, man. Why? Come on, let's keep it a beam, bro. Let's keep it all the way funky. Who paying all that for this bullshit ass card, man? Niggas must be going broke. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe button. It's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live, drop video. Hit the link in the description. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Join the Patreon. Appreciate the love and support once again. Check out the Free Game 89 channel, Detroit channel, North Sea Sports Talk. Peace.